I love Primarchs! I almost have each one for Horus Heresy and each one for 40k. But there is a new Primarch out now! There are 4 Chaos Gods in Warhammer 40k and 1 Primarch attached to each. The only one missing is him, Fulgrim for the god of excess, Slaanesh. I'm so happy to paint it today. I love painting big minis, but this one looks harder than the 3 others. Let's go! All the model prep is done, it's now time to base coat him. To get a thin undercoat, I'm going to use the airbrush. I still don't have any good plan for the base, but I have time to think about it. We will see later. You may notice in the intro that my 3 other Primarchs are painted in the Horus Heresy color scheme. So obviously this one will be too. I just tortured my mind for 1 hour to decide on which color to put where. And I didn't find the answer. So I'm going to paint first and think after. I'm gonna start with the snake part of the body. I'm going to start with the snake skin because I think that this part of the mini is so important that it could impact the choice of the color armor. And I'm a little bit afraid that there will be too much purple. So that's why I'm gonna do this part first and see after. Paint first, think later. I struggled a little bit with the skin, but I'm really happy with how it turned out. Now I have to choose which color to apply on the back. Here. The 2 candidates are Deep Azure and Hydra Green. I have to choose. I finished all the skins part for this part of the mini, but before moving to the brush, I'm going to do the armor with the airbrush. I already based it earlier, so I'm going to do all the armor at once. All the airbrush for this part of the mini is done. It's time to move on to the brush. Fulgrim is a really complicated model to paint. There are so many colors compared to another Primarch. I mean, Angren is red, gold, black. Over. Here we have already 5 colors just for the bottom of the mini. But I enjoy it. The snake part is done. That was very challenging, and I think that Fulgrim is the hardest Primarch to paint. In terms of skin, is really the hardest to paint. I mean, on the lower body, you already have 3 different types of skins. And there's still the wings, the arms, and the head to paint in terms of skin. Woohoo! But now I'm going to paint the upper body with the armor. I started to paint the sword because I often struggle with this kind of weapons, and I'm not very happy with what I did, but I think it's really okay. There is a wow effect, and that's what I wanted. Let's paint the gold trims. I finished and glued the upper body to the snake part. I love it and I think that it's probably the easiest part of the mini. With the two parts glued together, we have a better look of the overall look of the mini, and I like it. It's now time to paint the wings, and I'm a little bit afraid and I don't know which color to apply where. I need to think about it and paint it. Let's go. The wings are done! I hesitated a lot about the color scheme, and finally I decided to replicate what I did on the snake. So we have a little bit of purple inside and turquoise on the outside. So this way it matches the snake. I'm really happy. I just have to glue the wings on the body, and after that we can move on to the next step, which is, I don't know, maybe the loincloth. Or the cape, or the cloak, I don't know. We will see! I finished the two arms and glued them on the body. I like my version of Fulgrim. There are two pieces of this mini that I don't know how to paint. That's the Aqua and the cape, cloak, loincloth, this thing. On the box art, the Aqua is white but as I mentioned, I paint the Horus Heresy color scheme, and on this scheme, the Aquila is gold. I think that it could be very cool in gold, but I'm afraid that it could be too much gold. And in white, I'm afraid that there will be too much white because of the hair. Fulgrim has a lot of hair, white hair. And I think that if I have a white part here and here, it will be too much. So I guess that I will do it in gold. But before, to be sure, I will paint the head. My other problem is this part here, which in purple is going to be too much purple on the miniature. As my favorite color is red and on the Horus Heresy color scheme the cloak is red, I think that red could be good. But I'm afraid that just one area from nowhere in red could be weird. So to be sure, I'm going to paint the head first, and the hair obviously, glue it on the mini, then paint the Aquila, and then just base in red this part and see if it fits or not. Let's paint some hair. I've just finished the head and I'm pretty happy with it. It was a little bit challenging, especially for the hair, which are not very well sculpted. I like the skin I did, very saturated compared to the box art. I was a little bit confused with the horns, but I think it's cool. Now I'm going to glue the head on the body and then move on to my two problematic pieces, which are these two. The Aquila is complete and glued to the mini, and I love it. I was right thinking that the gold Aquila was better than the white in my color scheme. I just didn't do the pearl because I don't know if I want it green or red. Why red? Well, to match the potential clock in red, which I'm going to figure out if it's good or not right now. I just did the clock in red and tested it on the mini, as you can see on this image. I think it's quite good. So I'm going to finish the gold part on this red clock, then glue it on Fulgrim, and then Fulgrim will be finished. Except for the base, which is not started yet. Fulgrim is complete! It's time to do the base. For the base I have two major issues. First, Fulgrim was sculpted to be on a flat surface, which means that I can't make some big rocks or anything like that. I need a big flat surface. So I could make an imperial city or anything like that really cool with a big flat surface. But second major issue, I'm going to paint an entire army to fit with Fulgrim. And I don't want to have 100 bases really hard to make. So I just had this idea of 3 pieces of cork to elevate Fulgrim a little bit from the other marines. So let's glue the cork and paint it. I put a lot of texture on the cork to secure it. Too often I had some issues of cork slipping away, just because I dry brush it too hard. I have to let it dry and then prime it and paint it. Fulgrim is now entirely complete. It's time for the big reveal. Finally, I have each Primarch of each Chaos God. I'm really happy with this Fulgrim, I love it. I guess now I should make a big game with all of them. But before that, I need to paint the Legion of this bad boy. It's going to be a video series on this channel alongside the Aeldari video series. Maybe these two armies will fight in a battle report at the end of these two projects. I mean, Slaanesh and Aeldari, big battle in perspective. Thanks for watching, please subscribe to see more, and bye bye!